for the fans, welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
And everyone, you looking live in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a city that's excited for playoff action from last season. They ready to get themselves back into playoff contention this season. Welcome everyone to Silver State Stadium here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we continue with opening day action in season 17 of the Simulation Football League. Yes, you heard correctly. 17 seasons strong. We have two teams who are looking to make some noise and show up and show out for everyone. It's the Charleston Predators invading the Las Vegas Fury with the Commissioner Kevin Irvine and Eric Vincent back at SFL headquarters. This is T-Roy Gaines. My partner tonight is the great Wade Phillips. How's it going, Wade?
Going excellent. I'm excited to be here tonight and get to call some excellent football action. We've already seen some real just wild football today, and I'm excited to get to see if it continues tonight.
Let's set up today's action. Last season, Las Vegas made the playoffs, finishing 7-5, losing to the eventual runner-ups, the Florida Storm, while Charleston finished last season at 500, defeating their in-state rivals, the Carolina Skyhawks, to end the season 16 with a W. Wade, what are your thoughts for tonight's matchup?
Well, to me, Charleston, didn't make the playoffs, but they did end with a win over their in-state rivals, and Las Vegas did get a win in the playoffs, but like you said, lost to the eventual runners-up in Florida, and so I'm looking for a real slugfest to see if both these teams get out there and try to start their seasons off with a win.
And Las Vegas will be up first, as they'll get the ball to start today's action. Kick is fielded inside the 5, taken past the 20, and stopped at the 26-yard line. Return was made by Doug Britton. Let's go over the offensive stars for Las Vegas. The quarterback, Joseph Green, the 17th pick overall from San Jose. Running backs is Scott Johnson and A-star Miramontes. Wide receivers, John Blaze, Mason Kirby, and Doug Britton. Tight ends, Dustin Zeck, and the Hall of Famer, Tiberius Bovine. Those are your offensive stars for the team in all black Las Vegas Fury. As Green drops back to pass. Quick pass, and it's caught for a 9.5-yard gain. Pass is caught by Scott Johnson. Let's go over defensive stars for the Predators. John Lawley and Dick Baker are representing the defensive line with Joseph Saboka. The linebackers, Jack Hoffman and Jack Brown. Corners are Johnny Bravo and Corey Minner. Safeties are Josh Reese and John Stamango. And joining them is Tom Zanardi and Zach Lee. That's a first down for Las Vegas. Be first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Las Vegas gets their first down of the season, and now they can really just try to maintain this game plan and try to peck away at the Charleston defense and try to get 7 points on the board.
Johnson's low set back forward. Joseph Green. Johnson will get the carry again and gets destroyed. His head got taken off by the third leading tackler in last season, Jack Brown. It'll be 2nd and 11 at that 1-yard loss.
Big Jack Brown just flying back there and just lays out Scott Johnson. That time, he just blew through the line and just got the tackle and for loss. And that he's starting his campaign off with a hurry.
Split backs in the backfield. Johnson gets the carry again. He tried to bounce it outside, but gets no help. Gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Jack Hoffman and John Stamango. It'll be now 3rd and 14.
And that's one thing Charleston had last season was a pretty stingy defense, and they're wanting to continue that this season. They picked up a defensive end, Big John Lawley, in the 12th pick in the draft, and they're so far continuing their stingy defense.
3rd and 14. Pass is caught, but not enough for a first down. Pass is caught by John Blaze. It'll be 4th and 10.
Just couldn't quite pick up enough, and now they're staring at a long situation where they've got to get rid of the ball, and now Charleston gets to take over and try to do some damage on offense.
And Dustin McRack, the star punter, it will be back to punt the ball away. He had 54 punts last season. 16 were inside the 20. And it is fielded inside the 20. This time there's a fumble. And it looks like it's recovered by Charleston, just barely. Punt was recovered by number 34, the backup running back, Carroll Knight.
Absolutely giant play right there by the backup to pick up that loose ball, because that looked like danger, because Las Vegas had a chance to get that potentially inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
And we got a full house backfield for Charleston as Drew will swing it out to Swearingen. Try to put someone in a spin cycle, but was unsuccessful. Tackle made by Chris Mago. Let's go over the offensive stars for the new look Charleston Predators. TD Drew is the quarterback. The running backs are Keith Swearingen and SFL M Season 3 champion Terrell Sutherland. The wide receivers are Kim McCarl, Buchanan Simons, and Jay Taylor. Tight ends Lyric Da Vinci. Guards Fred Dukes. The kicker Brad Burchett. Those are your offensive stars for Charleston. Second down and 6. And Swearingen carries defenders past the first down marker to the 24-yard lines. 1st and 10 for the Predators.
That time, Keith Swearingen just would not be brought down and just did just enough to get that first down, and that's some hard running by Keith Swearingen.
1st and 10 at the 24. Split backs in the backfield for TD Drew. 3 wide receiver set. As he gets the shotgun snap. Pass over the middle is caught for a first down. Pass is caught by, I want to say that's number 80, Jay Taylor. Let's go over the defensive stars for Las Vegas. The defensive line is represented by Mike Baker, Christopher Colon, Rhett Sawyer, and A.K. Jones. Linebackers are Eric Davis and Slim Shady. Corners, Chris Mango and Merrick Itera. Safeties are Nikki Colantrelli, Tom Blitzkrieg, and Max Jackson. Those are your defensive stars for the Fury. As they face the 1st and 10, as Charleston is now at their own 42 with 7:08 left in the first quarter. Drew drops back to pass, fires it to the right, and it's caught for a first down by Buchanan Simons. A huge splash play will put them just 7 yards away from the red zone. Be 1st and 10 at Vegas' 27.
Just a huge splash play by Buchanan Simons, and that time he just got past 3 Las Vegas defenders and picked up the extra yards. And really, Buchanan Simons is so dangerous because he was tied for first last season with 10 touchdowns, and if he can keep that up, he is an absolute dangerous weapon.
Yeah, 1,036 yards receiving last year as well. This will be a swing pass, and it'll be caught by number 46, Lyric Da Vinci. For a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 21.
And that's the first time we've gotten to see a tight end catch a pass, and that time Lyric Da Vinci picked up a solid 6-yard gain. And if they can lean on the tight end a little bit, that can open up the field for so many of these offensive weapons.
Yeah, Lyric Da Vinci had 45 receptions last season for 493 yards. This will be a swing pass to Swearingen. He fumbles the ball after the spin move, and it's recovered. No, it's still live. I'm not for sure who recovered it. We'll check the replay.
Catches it, and it just gets knocked out, and it looks like, looks like Las Vegas picked it up. But wow, that's just rolling around on the turf, and luckily there were about 4 Las Vegas defenders down there to scoop it up.
Fumble was recovered by Eric Davis after a great hit by Merrick Itera to put it into that drive. Now Vegas will start at their own 24. But Johnson will set back and gets tackled right away by Jack Brown, who's trying to become first in the SFL in tackles already, his 2nd one of the day.
Absolutely. He's off to a great start. That's 2 tackles already for him, and we're early in this ball game, and really the Charleston defense has really given Las Vegas no room to work with, and so it'll be interesting to see if they can turn it around.
Charleston with the new look. I'm filming it black helmets, white jerseys with black sleeves, and black pants with red trim. Looking nice What's also looking nice is that catch made in traffic by John Blaze, resulting in a first down, be 1st and 10 at the 36.
Just another first down for Las Vegas, and that was Joseph Green just reading the field and finding the open receiver right in between two white jerseys, and that time threaded the needle. And we saw a lot of that from Joseph Green for San Jose in the SFLM, and he's really kind of carried over to the majors.
Got a great group of weapons to help him out here in this rookie season with the Fury. And he's going to give it to one of them right now as Johnson tries to put Jack Brown in the spin cycle, but Brown's having none of that. But still, Johnson was able to get a 4-yard gain.
Yep, got a little bit of something right there, and that time that's what they need because this Charleston defense is just very stout and doesn't let much happen after contact. So any yards after contacts you get is just icing on the cake.
We got a full house backfield for the Fury. And they're going to give it to Johnson, who didn't follow his blocker, decided to go up the middle, and he gets tackled by Brown and Saboka this time. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And who else but Jack Brown right there? He gets in for his 3rd tackle of the day, and really he has just been flying across the field and just stopping everything before it seems like it can get started.
3rd down 7. 4 minutes left in the first quarter as Green drops back to pass, fires it, and it's almost picked off. Johnny Bravo with the pass deflection. He'll help put an end to this drive, but he almost had a pick.
He did, and that last season he had 6 interceptions, 12 passes deflected, and 50 tackles. And this game right here, he's already got a pass deflection, so he is a dangerous person to throw to. That time Joseph Green tried to beat him, but that time did not work, and Johnny Bravo knocks it down.
McRack for the Fury will be back to punt shortly. And everyone, if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players complete on the virtual gridiron. For more information, visit the SFL's website at www.simulationfl.net. The Simulation Football League, you put the fan in fantasy, and that punt puts Charleston at their own 23-yard line with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first quarter.
And now Charleston's going to try to test Las Vegas's defense again. And last time, hey, we got to see a little peanut punch and saw that fumble, and then Las Vegas take it back over, but really no harm done. So we'll get to see Charleston again.
Full house backfield for the Predators. The Fury stacking the line. This will be a carry for Swearingen. Was able to get Skinny just enough to get 3 yards before he's tackled at the 25. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And they're going to need a lot of 3-4 yard rushes just to make it down the field, because really Las Vegas's defense has been playing very well. Both of these defenses have been playing very well, and it'll be interesting to see the offenses try to compensate and get something started. Nothing really going on early in this ballgame.
3 wide receivers set to the left of TD Drew. Quick step, fires it, and the pass was dropped by Sutherland. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Now, SLC didn't really use him that much in the minors as a receiving threat. He had 2 touchdowns rushing, but really just an unfortunate drop. But he's going to get better and really start bringing those in routinely. It's just, rookie and maybe those first game jitters.
Here you go, 3rd and 7. Offset I as Drew drops back. Has plenty of time. Fires over the middle. It's almost picked off. Great job by the real Slim Shady. He stood up and pat that ball away. It'll be 4th and 7.
The real Slim Shady stood up and knocked that ball down. He jumped that route, and, I almost thought he would come down with a pick, but, second best thing, knock it down. And so now they get to try to return this punt for a touchdown and get something started.
And Doug Britton's back to receive this punt. He was ranked number 1 in punt return yards last season. And Wally Sato will punt it away for Charleston. Fielded inside the 40. He puts someone in the spin cycle, but gets tackled at the 41-yard line. And that's where the Fury will start their next possession.
Now, what are we going to see? Are we going to see more balanced attack, or do you think they maybe? I mean, it's a little too early for them to panic and start just slinging it all over the place, but they really have to get something going just to try to break this deadlock.
It looks like they might be able to run the ball here with a split back formation. No, they're actually going to drop back and pass. Green will fire it, and it's dropped. Scott Johnson had room to roam if he would have made that catch. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Oh, just an unfortunate drop. That's a couple times we've seen drops today, but it looks like maybe just because some of that rust needs to get knocked off for some of these running backs to catch these passes. But, it's still early, so they've just kind of got to knock some of those jitters out and some of the rust off and get into mid-season form.
Yeah, we so far have 3 punts and 1 fumble in the first 4 possessions, only 5 first downs so far in the first quarter, and that will still be the case. Shout out to Stephen Hacker, Justin Reeside, and Jacob Clear as our stats guys for today's game. Incomplete pass be 3rd and 10.
And as he brought up stats, we absolutely could not do this without our great stats team. And we really thank them for all the hard work that they do because they help us put the best product we can on the field.
3rd and 10. 4 wide receivers set. Johnson sidecar left of Green as he gets the snap. Passes over to the right, and once again, the defense shows up. Johnny Bravo puts it into another drive. We will have our 4th punt in the first quarter.
And that time they tried to test Johnny Bravo again, and that time he knocked it down again. You'd think maybe they try to avoid him from now on because he is so dangerous. Actually, this whole Charleston secondary is just a dangerous turnover waiting to happen.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo, speaking of turnovers, he had 6 INTs last season, 12 pass deflections. Definitely want to improve on that pass deflection. Marcus McRack gets the punt away barely, almost was blocked. Fielded inside the 20, taken to the 20-yard line by Jay Taylor. And that's where Charleston will start their next drive.
And really, it's been all special teams so far, and what'd we say, 5 first downs so far in this ball game, and here we're almost to the second quarter. But really, it's still early. Lots of things can happen in this ball game.
Both defenses came to play. We'll see if the offense can heat up and make some noise. Well, one way to do that is a quick pass to Buchanan Simons for a 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Averaging 19 yards per catch, which is just phenomenal as a receiver because, when you're averaging almost 2 first downs each time you catch the ball, that's moving down the field.
Now we got offset eye angling towards the right of TD Drew as he'll hand off the swears and goes up the gut, breaks the first tackle. Doesn't get to the first down. He gets stopped short of the first down, be 30 inches at their own 30.
And now Charleston has to put together a plan that gets them the first because they need this because this deadlock, as much as a defensive slugfest is awesome, one of these teams just to take the pressure off their coordinators a little bit.
Well, Drew will drop back, swing past the Swearingen. He has enough for the first down, and he wants more. He'll get that. Stop at the 36-yard line as this drive stays alive.
And there it was, the old reliable Keith Swearingen caught that little swing pass, took it for the first down, and really can't say it enough. They absolutely love Keith Swearingen, and really he is just a workhorse back there.
One of the OGs of the Predators. He's been around since the Predators were known as the Indianapolis Red Devils back in season 11. He gets the carry and gets stopped for a 2-yard loss. Tackle made by number 91, A.K. Jones.
And that time, A.K. Jones, big A.K. Jones, just got back there and just swallowed up the ball carrier and for no gain. And that time, the defensive line just swarmed to the ball.
Less than a minute to go here in this first quarter, dominated by both defenses. As Drew drops back, passes over the middle, got Buchanan Simons again. And now they on the Fury side of the field at the 41 after that huge play.
And TD Drew really just threaded the needle. Perfect throw just to lead him and get it right where he could. And TD Drew had 2,700 yards last season, 18 touchdowns and 19 interceptions. This game, he has been locked in. It really just hasn't translated. He's been on the mark, it just hasn't translated.
This will be a carry for Swearingen. Tries to put someone in spin cycle, but the Furies defense was having none of that. Only a 2-yard gain. Combo tackle was led by Chris Mago.
2-yard gain. So now Charleston really has to. I mean, they're close to field goal territory. So if they can just chip away a few yards here and there, they'll have a better shot.
And we have reached the end of the first quarter, dominated by both defenses. You're watching the Simulation Football League on For the Fans. We'll be right back. As we return to action, we got Commissioner Cameron Irvine and Eric Benson back at SFL headquarters. This is T-Roy Gaines with Wade Phillips as we get ready to start the second quarter. Drew drops back, fires a quick pass. Over the middle is caught for a first down there inside the red zone. Pass is caught by Jay Taylor. Be first and 10 at the 16.
Charleston has come alive, and TD Drew is just locked in right now. He's threading needles right there. Just perfect throw. And just to get that first down and use his big target, Jay Taylor, which it's hard to miss him because he's 6'5", 230. But that time he was locked in, and now they are just marching down the field.
We have Swearingen sidecar right of Drew. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. He will get the snap. Quick pass to the tight end, Lyric Da Vinci. It'll be second down as they get closer and closer to the end zone.
A quarterback's best friend, that tight end, that safety blanket. You're looking downfield, don't see anything. Where's my tight end? There he is. He's open. Hit him up. Close to a first down.
It'll be second down. Ball. Oh, free play. Somebody went offsides, and Swearingen's going to make them pay. They're going to keep that yardage by Swearingen. It'll be first and goal.
Absolutely. On the free play, they pick up more than what was needed, and that time it was a great play.
Neutral zone infraction, number 93, defense, the penalty.
And the penalty's on Chris Colon, the former Carolina Skyhawk, joined the Predators. But it'll still be first and goal for the Predators. I said join the Predators. I meant to say the Fury, excuse me. First and goal. Ball at the 2. First time any team is knocking on the door, trying to get in the end zone, score the first points of this matchup. Swearingen is dotting the I as he gets to carry. Hurls the defender. It will get into the end zone. And he will score the first points of today's game after a nice leap. He gets to the end zone for 6.
Just a great blocking up front, and then he just couldn't be tackled. That great balance and agility to break tackles and keep on bumbling down the field into the end zone, and that's exactly what they needed. Got 6 points on the board, and now the pressure's on Las Vegas to try to respond, but Charleston strikes first, and now we have a whole new ball game.
And Brad Burchett will be back to kick this extra point to give him a 7-0 lead. Snap is down. The kick is on the way, and it's good. Charleston's up 7-0 after that 10-play, 73-yard drive, resulting in a 2-yard touchdown run by Keith Swearingen. And everyone, please visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player to join our community, the league, and the teams that play in it, and the comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong. And what's strong right now is that return by Doug Britton. Takes it to the 30-yard line. That's what Vegas will start with great field position in their first possession of the second quarter.
T-Roy, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing a trend, and that's the team that can get over 7 plays so far has scored, and that's Charleston, and they just did it. So maybe the magic number is 7 plays to at least get points on the board. We'll see if it pays off.
And both quarterbacks are wearing 7 too. 7 may be that magic number. As Joseph Green gets to the shotgun snap, play action, pump fakes, throws, but gets stopped. Great job by Baker to prevent Green to throw that pass will be 2nd and 10.
Great pressure by the defensive line to get up there in Joseph Green's face and bring him down for, an incomplete pass. And that was something he didn't really have to worry about much in San Jose in the minors because there was a pretty decent line. And so he was only sacked 9 times in the minor league season. So that's something he's not really used to.
As somebody who's commentating right now should know personally, as we got a swing pass to Johnson. And Johnson will be able to get it to the 34-yard line and be 3rd and 5. And speaking of San Jose, this matchup seems to be a kind of a rematch of the Season 3 SFLM championship game. We got Joseph Green, the quarterback of Las Vegas, who was the quarterback of San Jose, taking on Terrell Sutherland, the fullback of Charleston, who was the fullback of Salt Lake. Salt Lake won the championship last season against San Jose, 20-12. As Green wants to fire it. Got the first down thanks to that toe drag swag by Britton. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40. And let's talk about Green's performance in that championship game. 191 yards passing, 1 touchdown, but unfortunately 1 pick. But Sutherland may have been the difference in that game. He had 1 carry for 7 yards, which resulted was a touchdown. And he led the way, blocking for Brooke Bison in that game for 87 yards as San Jose won the 3rd ever SFLM championship. Salt Lake won the 3rd ever SFLM championship. And Green gets hit as he throws the ball. We got a penalty. We'll see if that's going to be holding. Will it be insult to injury? We'll find out what Ref 62 say.
Ineligible receiver, number 61.
Wow.
Whoa.
But because wow. Because of the fact that Walker got hit by Green as he's throwing the ball, they gonna penalize him.
Oh, insult to injury right there. Just how can you, Ref 62, how could you just pile it on like that? Just kick a man while he's down.
We all know Ref 62 is kind of sus in this league.
Really is.
He proved it there. It'll be 1st and 10 after that penalty. Green drops back. Fires it over the middle. It'll be a 1st down. Doug Britton says, forget your penalty. Actually, take that back. That's not Britton. That's the Hall of Famer, Bovine, who makes a great catch. Flips the field on that play.
There's the GOAT. Taking it over the middle, just catching it, bringing it down with a man in his face. And that time, you can tell, I think Joseph Green to Tiberius Bovine is going to be just a great connection for them because that's probably the best fit for Joseph Green to have that just legendary tight end as his safety blanket, just a match made in heaven.
And Tiberius Bovine will be entering the SFL Hall of Fame at this year's convention. Right now, he's helped leading the way for Scott Johnson, who was able to carry defenders for a 3-yard gain. Stop at the 38-yard line where it's 2nd and 7.
And that time, got a little bit extra. Just couldn't quite break it. He was trying, but that time the Charleston defense just swarmed to the ball and brought him down.
2nd and 7. Split backs in the backfield for Joseph Green, the Fury. As Johnson gets the carry, gets the 1st down, and gets stopped at the 29-yard line. Scott Johnson's trying to heat up here on this drive.
He is, and slowly just picking up steam and really just slowly just keeps getting more and more yards each time he carries the ball. So he's, a workhorse back there, and really he gets ahead of steam, and he is just off to the races.
Give a quick shout out on the FTF next Twitch chat. We got Slim Shady 92, DT 93, Big Hawk, The Brown Knight, Whistle 512, Mel Taylor, among others. Thank you for tuning in. And right now, the Predators are saying thank you, Jack Brown, for that huge hit. Or actually, not Jack Brown, Jack Hoffman, the other Jack. That head-hunting hit makes it 2nd and 11.
And now, so we're past 7 plays in this drive. So at this point, they're getting closer to territory where they can score points. So we'll see if my prediction comes true.
And that'll be a pass, and it's caught. It'll be 3rd and 6. Toe drag swag was successful. Great catch by John Blades. They're at Charleston's 25.
And that was John Blades just absolutely just acrobatic over there, like a gymnast, getting those feet down to pick up a gain, and now they've got 6 yards for a first down, and they can do some damage if they can just pick up that last first down.
With 6:35 left in the first half, it'll be 3rd and 6. Trips formation to the bottom of the screen. And Green will fire it to the top, however. It's caught just short of the first down, however. Pass is caught by John Blaze, and maybe Ref 62 was kind of sus on that play. Will Vegas challenge?
Yeah, I mean, he was so close. Looked like he might have just needed to reach the ball over a little bit, but unfortunately might have stepped out of bounds just a little too soon. Go.
They may be attempting to go for it. We got a full house backfield with one wide receiver at the top of the screen. That's Blades. Johnson dotting the I. A great job by the Predators defense staying disciplined. They're going to force Vegas to burn their first timeout. And we're going to see a field goal attempt coming soon.
Now, I will say that worked for San Jose in the championship game. San Jose was able to get Salt Lake City to jump off sides a few times. So something in that, maybe Joseph Green's excellent at getting people to jump off sides. So tried it, just didn't work that time.
And they're going to have to settle for a 37-yard field goal attempt by Jericho Kane, the 5'10", 200-pounder. Help put Vegas on the board. Vegas going to let this clock burn. The field goal attempt is on the way, and it's no good. He missed it wide right. And Vegas will stay scoreless.
Oh, no, the worst thing you can hear is a kicker wide right. And that's just been the death knell for so many kickers. But we'll see him get back out there and trying to kick him through the uprights again. But that, man, I'm just shocked. They had their chance, but just unfortunately just couldn't convert.
That was an 11-play drive that goes all for naught. The missed field goal attempt for Vegas keeps them scoreless, and Keith Swearingen's ready to make them pay. A 5-yard gain, averaging 3 yards per carry so far. It'll be 2nd and 5.
If they can just boost that up just about a yard, they will be in a much better territory. But right now, averaging 3 yards a carry, which, can get it done for sure any day of the week. But, just maybe one more yard, and they're in a better spot.
We'll see if they're going to get a carry like that right now. Swearingen tries to bounce it outside, but great open field tackle by Chris Mago. Makes it 3rd and 4, where it could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse because they swarmed to that ball and brought him down, and that time, no room to run at all.
Yeah, and that's a great back that Mako brought down for a 1-yard gain in Keith Swearingen, entering this season over 6,400 yards rushing. There's going to be a quick pass, and a rare drop by Buchanan Simons will help put it into this drive. Great job by the Fury defense, preventing Charleston from adding more points to their lead.
Absolutely. That was a great job by the Las Vegas defense to pick up their offense that just couldn't quite convert, and now they get to try it again and get another strong drive going.
We'll see what Doug Britton can do on this punt return attempt as it's blocked! They don't have to worry about that punt return attempt because they're going to have great field position at Charleston's 22-yard line. And the special teams of the Fury strikes again.
Absolutely. And there's the Fury special teams unit picking up their kicker. And now that kicker, his confidence starting to creep back up there. So I think if they trot him back out there, we might just see a different result.
Man, I'm getting PTSD seeing Las Vegas Fury special teams blocking punts and field goal attempts. We'll talk about that in the future, but right now, that's a 2-yard gain. Pass is caught by Miramontes.
Yep, Miramontes got that, caught it, took it a couple of yards. You'd like to see him pick up a few more, but hey, there you go. That's positive yards, which you'll pretty much always take unless it's 4th and 10. But it's a good start.
They are now in the red zone at the 20-yard line with 4 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first half. But Green gets sacked. Didn't have enough time to set his feet and throw the ball. Sack was by number 74. Number 78. I take that back. Will Hammer.
So hard to get back into the rhythm when you just don't have any time to operate back there. And Joseph Green's having some trouble, and it's kind of affecting his rhythm a little bit.
Let's see if he can convert this 3rd and 10. With 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half, he drops back, fires it towards the end zone. Great defensive play by Johnny Bravo again. And Vegas will have to settle for another field goal attempt.
And there's that name, Johnny Bravo. We've called it a few times today, and he's just got his hands on another ball, and he's just spectacular back there. He is absolutely someone that can shut down a side of the field.
And here we go. We should be seeing another field goal attempt by Jericho Kane. Can he redeem himself? He missed the last one wide right. Basically the same distance as the previous one. 39-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is away, and he nails it this time. He redeems himself. He'll let it be 6-7, but it will be 3-7, a 4-point deficit for the Fury.
And that was an 11-play drive, and they just missed from the 37, and that time 39 yards, perfect. And that's exactly what they needed to get right back into this ball game.
The SFL invades Houston on August the 6th through the 8th to induct the 2021 Hall of Fame class, showcase live and in-person Week 3 action, and to connect with the SFL community all around the world. Look out for live camera feeds from the event on our Twitch channel all weekend long at twitch.tv/SimulationFL. I thought Jay Taylor was going to make a huge attempt on that play, so he gives Charleston good field position at their own 26 as they start their next drive. Merrick Itera and the Fury defense getting ready to take on the offense of the Predators. Can they stop them from scoring again? Well, that's a great start. Nice tackle made by by Eric Davis, excuse me. It'll be 2nd and 8 after that 2-yard gain.
Eric Davis gets his name called again in this ball game. And last season, he had 72 tackles and 5 tackles for a loss. And really, he can just swarm back there and just create havoc back in the backfield.
And this time, Sutherland gets the carry. Gets skinny, goes up the middle, takes it to the 36-yard line. Will be 3rd and 1 for the Predators.
The Philadelphia Collins in me is having just flashbacks of the championship game where Terrell Sutherland punched his ticket to a championship with a touchdown that looked eerily similar to that. So, pardon me if I lose focus a little bit.
And you know what? The Predators have the same colors of the Salt Lake City Rustlers, too. And right now, Swearigan gets the carry, but great job by the defense, preventing him from getting more than what he got. Still first down, but the defense made sure that it wasn't worse than that 1-yard gain.
Absolutely. They did what they could to just bend a little bit, but not break, and he picks up just enough for that first down.
Same formation, power I. Swearigan dotting that I. Vegas is back in the line, and great job by the Vegas defense for a 3-yard loss. Tackle led by A.K. Jones, among others. It'll be 2nd and 13.
And that time, it was just an absolute flood of Las Vegas defenders back there, and there was just absolutely nothing going to happen on that play.
And now they're going to go no backs in the backfield, 4 wide receiver set, as Drew is making adjustments at the line. He gets the snap away before the 2-minute warning, and he gets sacked. And that's how we come to the 2-minute warning on a huge sack by Rhett Sawyer. We got an important 3rd down coming up for the Fury. It's 7 the 3. Charleston's up by 4. You're watching the Simulation Football League on For the Fans Twitch channel. It's a 7-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 19 for the Predators after that sack by Rhett Sawyer. Same formation for the Predators. 4 wide receiver set. Drew under center. He will drop back to pass. He has more time this time. And what a great job by the defense. Great pass deflection preventing Simons from making that catch. It'll be 4th and 19.
And that's exactly what they needed right there. They had to get the stop, and they got it. It was going to old trusty Buchanan Simons, and just luckily the defender just happened to get a little paw on the ball and knock it down.
Now let's see what Doug Britton and the Fury special teams do on this punt attempt. Last time was blocked. This time the Fury does not bring pressure. McRack fielded. Britton fields it inside the 40. He'll take it to the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 48 seconds left.
Another dangerous return by Doug Britton right there. And that time they set him up fairly close to midfield. And now Las Vegas has a chance to possibly get something going.
1st and 10. Split backs in the backfield for Joseph Green and the Fury. We'll see if they can get a score before the end of the first half. It'll be a pass to Johnson, who gets his head taken off. 2-yard gain on that play. Tackle made by number 43, Corey Minner.
Today, Charleston's defense has just been the epitome of bend, don't break. They've only given up 3 points, and really, they have done everything they can to keep Las Vegas out of the end zone.
2nd and 8. Minute 20 left. Plenty of time. Green fires it. Oh, once again, Johnny Bravo. We got to say bravo to you. You've been doing a great job disrupting those passes. It'll be 3rd and 8 on that one.
Just all day long, he's been in or around nearly every pass play, has had his hand on, I'd say, at least 4 balls. And so he has just been, to me, the first half MVP.
The only thing he hasn't done yet is get his first pick of this season. He came close so many times, but he's been a pass deflection monster. Maybe a no-fly zone in Johnny Bravo's area. We got play action passes. Pat down again. That would have been a house call for 6, but the Predators defense step up and force another punt.
And that was perfect timing by the defensive back to just get his hand on there. Because like you said, that had 6 written all over it because he had him beat deep, but they just happened to get perfect timing on the jump to knock that ball down.
Now Charleston will have a chance to double dip. Remember, Las Vegas got the ball first to start the first half. To start the game, and Taylor's going to let that ball bounce, and that will work in Charleston's favor. Touchback. They'll start their own 20-yard line as number 37, Max Jackson, couldn't stay outside the end zone while he's trying to down that punt.
Absolutely, a little breathing room never hurt anybody, but they needed that because the last thing you want to do is start on your own 2-yard line.
P.D. Drew so far has passed for over 110 yards, completing 10 out of the 14 passes. Here's another attempt, and that pass is caught by Simons for a 5-yard gain, but looks like the Predators are in no hurry. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it looks like they'll kind of try to do their own thing at their own pace, and really, I mean, they're leading, so they can at least try to feel out this a little bit and try to game plan a little bit for the second half.
And they're going to give Swearingen a chance to bust it loose. He has open road ahead, and they will not catch him today. Wait a minute. No, somebody gave us Slim Shitty, had a chance, took a bad angle, touchdown, Charleston, and yes, they will have a chance to double dip after halftime.
Absolutely. Keith Swearingen, the ball vision and just balance to break that tackle, the blocking as well. That was a full multifaceted offensive play right there. Swearingen makes it happen, but the blocking from the receivers, the tight ends, everybody back there was phenomenal and paid off in the end and sprung him for a touchdown. And now Charleston up by 10 right now before the point after, and now Charleston is in the driver's seat.
What a huge run. 2 plays, 80 yards, 1 catch for 5. The run was for 75 by Swearingen. And right now, they have a chance to go up by 11 with 24 seconds left. If they make this extra point, Brad Pritchett back to kick it. The snap is down. The kick is on the way, and it's good. And this is a very quiet Silver State Stadium as they watch their home team go down by 11 with just 24 seconds left.
Absolutely. And here we were thinking they're just, taking their time, doing whatever they want. And they did. They spring a giant run, and now they're sitting up 11 points going in, looking like they're going to go into halftime with an 11-point lead.
Well, we'll see what the Fury special teams have to say about that as Doug Britton's getting ready to field this kickoff. And he breaks the first tackle before he gets swarmed and stopped at the 28-yard line with 19 seconds left. We'll see how Vegas wants to end this first half.
Absolutely. Do we see some desperation in them try to pick up a quick few points, or do they, try to run it out and go take it into the locker room at, just down by 11?
I do like the matchup at the top of the screen, but instead they're going to run it with Johnson, who's trying to do his best Keith Swearingen impression. Remember, Vegas still has a couple of timeouts, but they're not going to use it. 9 seconds left. Poor time management so far. They're going to run it again to put it in the first half, but Johnson almost took it to the house. If it wasn't for John Lawley, Johnson would have taken it to the house. Instead, that's how we go to halftime with a 14-3 lead by the Predators.
Ooh, and now the Fury have something they can work with, because that was just a phenomenal 2-play little output they just had to end that half. And my goodness, where was that the whole time? And that time it looked like A-Star Miramontes, she sprung a nice little block, and the Fury are starting to string something together. Both these offenses are finally starting to string together some drives, and it's really just been a different ball game these past few drives.
Yeah, so far the difference, however, has been Keith Swearingen. He's responsible for the 2 touchdowns that the Predators scored. The first one was a 2-yard run on a 10-play, 73-yard drive, and the second one was a very spectacular long touchdown run of 75 yards to help give the Predators a 14-3 lead. And Charleston will have a chance to double dip because they'll get the ball first to start the second half. Wade, what's your thoughts for the first half's action?
Well, to me, defenses came to play, and these offenses are starting to kind of knock that rust off a little bit and are kind of starting to kind of peek through a little bit. And I believe it's only a matter of time before we see some scoreboard just knock wide open. But really, I'm very impressed with both these defenses. They have really come to play.
And who else came to play? Number 32 in the black and red. Keith Swearingen and Scott Johnson almost tried to his best Swearingen impression, but Lawley saved what would have been a touchdown run at the end of the first half. And right now, we're getting ready to start the second half with Cameron Irvine and Eric Benson back at the SFL headquarters. Justin Reside, Stephen Hacker, and Jacob Clear on staff. This is T-Roy Gaines with Mr. Philadelphia Collins himself, Wade Phillips. We're getting ready to start the second half where the Predators got a chance to double dip up by 11. And the kick's on the way. Jay Taylor fields it. He gets to the 29-yard line. Great field position for the team, who clearly has some momentum on their side as they get ready to start their next possession.
One thing I wanted to point out, that John Lawley made that touchdown saving tackle. What a way for a rookie to endear themselves to a team than that. I mean, 12th pick from Madison, and he just does that. Phenomenal for a first game.
Could be the difference. That could have put the momentum on Vegas' side if they would have scored that touchdown instead. We got an interception, so they don't get the momentum. What a play by number 34, Mago, who went sky high and took that ball away.
He did. He skied for it and just read it so perfectly. Jumped it, picked it, and brought down the catch after getting hit by the receiver, which is huge because how many times have we seen someone do that and then it just come out harmlessly as a pass deflection instead of an interception? So great job holding onto the ball.
And now the Fury can't answer. Can they cut into this deficit, trailing by 11 as Johnson gets the carry, goes up the gut, carries a couple of defenders for a 4-yard gain. This will be 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line. In this series history, this is the 3rd game of this series history with Vegas winning both games. Their last matchup was back in season 13 on August the 6th, 2019, with Vegas winning a close one, 31-27. We go over the key players in that game after this play. Green passes to Miramontes, and she makes the catch. Stop at the 37-yard line, will be 3rd and 1. But for Charleston, TD Drew passed for 144 yards with 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Keith Swearingen likes to break a long run on there. He had a 70-yard touchdown run on his way to 122 yards rushing. Jack Brown had 11 tackles, with 4 of them for a loss. We go over the Vegas star players in that game, that pass matchup after this carry for a first down by Scott Johnson. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 31. Vegas' quarterback may sound familiar. Thomas Rahman was the quarterback back then. He threw for 312 yards with 3 TDs and 3 interceptions. Does this running back sound familiar to you? Robert Redford was the ball carrier for Vegas.
Oh, neat.
He had 101 yards rushing on that one. Max Jackson and Rhett Sawyer combined for 8 tackles. And Dustin McRack was the field goal kicker for Vegas. He was 1 for 1 in that game. We have a sack for a 6-yard loss by, guess who? John Lawley, who doesn't care about Vegas' no flex zone. It'll be 2nd and 16.
That time he made him pay. He said, remember me shutting down that run? Well, here, I'm going to shut down this pass too. So John Lawley has had quite a game for his first game of his career.
And so far, that's resulting in an 11-point lead. And guess what? There's another sack. This time, Joseph Saboka comes away with the sack. It'll be 3rd and 22.
And wow, now it's 3rd and just forever to go, and they have to string something that picks up a huge play so they can pick up a first down.
We haven't heard from Mason Kirby yet. I'm surprised they haven't looked this way. We'll see what Joseph Green does. He will fire it, and it was almost caught. Guess who breaks up that pass once again? Johnny Bravo. This will make it 4th and 22.
And really, it's almost like Johnny Bravo has just shut down every play, it seems, that has gone his way. I mean, he has just been on point all ball game long, and it's really, if he continues this, he's going to be just a lock for a great season.
He might be a lock for Defensive Player of the Week after this performance so far, as McRack gets the punt away. We'll see if they can field it inside. Nope, ball bounces inside the end zone. Will be a touchback. Charleston will take over at their own 20-yard line. Please visit the SFL's website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. And what a great catch by number 10, Kim McCarl. It'll be first down for Charleston.
And that's exactly what they needed to start this drive. It's just a first down, picked up a few extra yards, and that's precisely what Charleston needs to continue this ball game that they have been leading for, a few minutes. Ever since the second quarter, they've really kind of put their foot on the gas.
Second down 10. First and 10, excuse me, at the 36-yard line. Offset I for Drew as he drops back. Quick pass to Swearingen. He has almost room to roam, but good job by the defense of the Fury. Max Jackson with the tackle, a little bit slow getting up, favoring his ribs there. He prevented Swearingen getting more than 1 yard.
Max Jackson had 103 tackles, last season, and 17 passes deflection. So he is just a ball hawk back there.
And what a great catch by Jay Taylor. He didn't care that his ribs was going to get destroyed. He makes it a more manageable 3rd and inches after that play.
The size of a tight end. He is just a huge target at 6'5", and that time he used his entire body to catch that ball, and it was just so close to getting a first down, just inches away.
3rd and inches. Who will get the ball, Swearingen or Sutherland? TD Drew will give it to Swearingen. He tries to bounce it outside. He will pay for it. Should have followed his fullback. Max Jackson and Chris Mago combined on the stop. A very important stop for the Furies defense, making it 4th and 2.
Absolutely. And now they can maybe breathe a sigh of relief and get this ball back and hopefully get some damage and put some points on the board, more than 3 this time.
We'll see how the Fury responds here as they will get this punt. Great special teams by Charleston. Tackle made by number 47, Roy Archer, and the Fury will start at their own 20-yard line. Visit the SFL YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL for an archive of every game, every draft, every moment you might have missed since the Simulation Football League got its start in 2013. SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the weeks, archive people behind the player segments, and all the major milestones in league history. We have a milestone that took place earlier today in a different game. That carry by Johnson was for 2 yards, but man, just before our game started, Houston got a block kick, and it was able to take it to the end zone for a 7. I think that's the first time it ever happened in league history. Right now, 2nd and 8. Johnson gets the carry, goes up the gut. Oh, he gets sent to the shadow run by Josh Reese, and Johnson is either frustrated or trying to motivate himself to get back up after that huge hit.
Josh Reese had bad intentions on that hit because he just lowered that shoulder and just leveled Scott Johnson, and that time Scott Johnson better watch out because this Charleston defense is just coming with an attitude.
And here we go, 3rd down. Johnson gets the carry, spins, puts someone in the spin cycle. Brown made a tackle, but not after Johnson got the first down. Be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And the other game that's taking place right now on SFL Twitch, that other team in Carolina, the Skyhawks, are up 31-0 over Louisiana in the second quarter. A surprising result, but Carolina is just holding serve on that game. Right now, another pass deflection, this time by Minner. It'd be 2nd and 10, but that's a surprising result. 31-0. Carolina came to play.
Absolutely they did, because I didn't predict a 31-point lead in the second quarter. For sure I didn't, but my goodness, that was quite a ball game they're having over there.
If you're from Carolina, you're having yourself a good day so far. The Predators are up 14-3. The Skyhawks are up 31-0. We'll see what the Fury can do here as we got a pass down the middle, and it's incomplete. That could have been a huge momentum swing if John Blaze was able to come away with that catch. Instead, it's 3rd and 10.
I had to double take because I thought he caught it, but then just couldn't quite complete the catch when he hit the turf. But just so agonizingly close to a first down. But now they've got a 3rd and 10 that they can try to trot something back out there and get another first down.
You know what? Part of me wished that Vegas would have challenged that, saying that was a complete catch and the fumble, which was being recovered by Vegas. That would give him better field position, but instead, it's now 3rd and 10. Quick pass towards the sideline. It's caught for a 5-yard gain, but it needed 5 yards more. It'll be 4th and 5, and the momentum is still on the Predator side.
Absolutely, and now looks like Las Vegas is going to have to give the ball away, and Charleston's going to get another opportunity to try to put even more points on the board. And really, these defenses in this second half, they've playing lights out right now.
And we'll see what the Fury's defense can do after the special teams play. See if they can stop Charleston from adding on to their lead. Taylor got bent over backwards. I don't know if a human body is supposed to turn that way. He takes the punt to the 30-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. We'll see if Keith Swearingen can go over 100 yards. He's getting closer and closer to that mark. Just over 90 yards rushing so far as we enter this drive.
Absolutely, and you know they want to get that on his resume, that 100-yard gain.
Looks like he might get the opportunity right here. He gets the carry, bounces outside. Nope, he will go backwards. He'll lose some yards. A 2-yard loss. Now at 92 yards rushing, it'll be 2nd and 12.
That time Eric Davis just flew around and knocked him down, and really the linebackers for Las Vegas have been playing very well today, and as well as their defensive line. They've just really done all they can to limit Swearingen.
2nd and 12. I formation. Swearingen will get the carry again, and Vegas sent more than what the Predators can block. Max Jackson with that tackle for loss, a 1-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 13.
That was absolutely a team defensive effort right there. They had multiple Fury defenders around him, and he was going nowhere right there. They just had him walled off and shut him down.
Look at that. Trips formation to the top of your screen. Simon's at the bottom. They're going to go to Simons, and it's almost picked off. A very ill-advised throw. Lucky it didn't come back to haunt them. Instead, Saddle will come out and get ready to punt.
Absolutely. It looked like someone might have been able to make a shoestring catch, but luckily an offensive player playing defense on that play knocked the ball down and to where it was just an incomplete pass instead of an interception.
We'll see what Doug Britton can do to help his team, wake up and catch fire as he's getting ready to field this punt. Field it inside the 35. Nice spin move there. It helps him get to the 42-yard line where the Fury will start their next possession with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this defensive-dominated third quarter.
It was a pretty solid return by Britton right there as, he kind of made something out of really nothing.
Here we go, 1st and 10. I formation. Johnson is alone back in the backfield. They're going to throw it. And almost picked off, but Jack Brown with that single bar face mask put it into that play. And Louisiana scored their first points of the game. It's now 31-7. It's still in the second quarter.
They're making a little bit of a comeback.
Game still young over there. This one, however, the Fury needs to score in the worst way. Could have had 6 points and went for that first missed field goal attempt, but they're trailing by 11. And this pass is caught for a first down by Doug Britton, and now they're on Charleston's side of the field at the 38.
There was Joseph Green's maybe getting a little more time back there to throw, and that time he was locked in, found his man, and completed the pass for a few extra yards. And that time they tried to test Johnny Bravo again, and that time they finally got through after he shut down that entire side of the field up until that point.
And we got offset eye towards the top of your screen. Johnson will get the carry. He'll head in that direction. Trying to follow the block of Miramontes. Probably was a little bit too impatient. Could have gotten more than 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2 after that carry.
Yeah, A-Star, she got out there and was about to lay down a hit on a block, but unfortunately, Scott Johnson just couldn't quite wait long enough and shot past her and just got tackled. So maybe just hold off just a little bit longer and try to spring that block.
See if he gets the opportunity to carry the ball here, and will he follow that advice? 2nd and 2. He doesn't even get a chance. Gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard loss. Tackle made by Dick Baker.
And that big Dick Baker was just back there and blew up the play and just absolutely destroyed the ball carrier for no gain.
3rd and 6. 1 minute, 38 seconds left. Green fires it. And should we even guess who made that pass deflection again? Johnny Bravo, man.
It's just clockwork. I mean, he just absolutely just puts a blanket on everybody that's over there. I mean, he's just flying around, just knocking everything down.
Watch, one of these times he's going to pick that ball up before this game's over. They keep testing it his way. It's the no-fly zone if you throw it towards number 33's way, wearing the black helmets with the white jerseys. This punt is almost blocked. We'll see if they're going to pin them inside the 5. They do! At the 4-yard line. Great special teams effort by the Fury. And Charleston will start in the worst field position.
Absolutely. And that is just what they needed for this defense to pin them down there at the 1-2 yard line. And now Charleston is going to have some issues with their backs against the wall.
Now, they've been sending the blitz recently. We'll see how Charleston can respond. It's 1st and 10 at their own 4. Offset I for the Predators as Swearinger gets the carry and once again gets stuffed. Another 2-yard loss. He's under 90 yards rushing after that carry.
And that's Las Vegas's defense. If there was ever a time for them to make a stand, it's now when Charleston has danger behind them at every step. So really Las Vegas needs to button down and really try to get safety if they can.
They'll get opportunity too, and they will! That is a safety. Great job by the Fury defense. Eric Davis puts points on the board.
And that's exactly what Las Vegas needs to stay in this ball game, not give up anything else, and just from now on they have to go 90 miles an hour and try to shut this game down and get this win because they have started a roll right here.
We'll see what they can do. Britton can do some damage. Actually, that's Max Jackson. He took over kick return duties for that play. And now Las Vegas is trailing by 9 after that safety, thanks to Eric Davis. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Fury at their own 40.
And now Las Vegas gets the ball right back, and they are going to try everything they can to get this touchdown.
We'll see what Scott Johnson, Joseph Green, the Fury offense can do here on this next possession. They still been shut out. No touchdowns yet for the Fury. Green's trying to change that now, but you don't want to throw into a herd of Predators. Looks like Minner with the pass deflection be 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. There were a lot of Charleston defenders over there, and that time Joseph Green's lucky that it was just knocked down because that was a very dangerous situation.
2nd and 10 at the 40. 49 seconds left in this third quarter. Still dominated by the defense of both teams. No points were scored up until that safety. As Johnson gets the carry and goes nowhere. It'd be 3rd and 11 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
That time it looked like Charleston just had too many defenders swarming to the ball, and unfortunately they tried to spring some blocks with A-Star Miramontes. She tried to, but unfortunately just too many Charleston defenders to shut them down.
Now I want to see if the if the Fury can get Mason Kirby, Dustin Zeck, or Tiberius Bovine involved in this game. Here we got a quick pass, but Hoffman says no way he's going to get anybody involved. That's the end of the drive right there. Great play by Hoffman. It'll be 4th and 11.
Jack Hoffman is an outstanding coverage linebacker. He had 15 pass deflections last season, and that's just another one to add to his season total this season. And he really just kind of like Johnny Bravo can shut down running backs and tight ends at the line of scrimmage.
4th and 11, 16 seconds left. McRack is back to punt. Taylor's getting ready to field the punt. Taylor's going to field it inside the 25, takes it to the 26-yard line with 8 seconds left in the third quarter. And ever since that Swearingen touchdown run at the end of the first half, the Predators' offense just has been cold as ice so far in the second half.
They've stalled a little bit, and it's really just a matter of time before they can try to kickstart this offense again.
Yeah, Swearingen is having a tough go at it here in the third quarter. We'll see if that changes on this carry. Nope. A great open field tackle will put it in to the third quarter. Tackle made by Chris Colon. And everyone put your fours up. The Fury is inching closer and closer, cutting this deficit down to 9. The Predators are up 14-5. You watching the Simulation Football League on For the Fans Twitch channel. Welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada. Everyone, APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collections, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. Please visit, APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, please visit apmmusic.com. After that carry is 3rd and 3. For the Predators, offset I. Can they extend this drive here? As Swearingen gets the carry, he goes up the gut. Nice spin move. And you know what? If it wasn't for Colantrelli getting in the way, that could have been another touchdown run. Instead, it'd be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Absolutely. The last line of defense got the tackle, and that's exactly why you have a safety, because they are your last line, your center fielder back there, and that time they got him and shut him down.
1st and 10 at the 38. Quick pass by Drew is caught by Taylor for a 5-yard gain and be 2nd and 5.
Just another 5-yard gain, and that's just more of what they need. They just need positive momentum, just keep on chipping away and moving down the field, and they can reestablish themselves in the driver's seat, because right now Las Vegas has just a little bit of that momentum on their side, and that's what they need if they want to stay in this ball game.
2nd and 5. Split backs in the backfield for TD Drew. As Swearingen gets a carry, gets destroyed, but not after he gets the first down, as he's inching closer and closer to that 100-yard rushing mark.
Yeah, he went down, just kind of slipped a little bit and was losing some yards, but that time quickly picked up a few more yards that gets him ever so closer to that 100-yard game.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49 of Charleston, as Vegas is doing a good job burning this clock away at the start of the 4th quarter. Drew drops back to pass. Pass over the middle, and it's dropped by Swearingen. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
Oh, just kicking himself right there, because, he pulls that in 9 times out of 10, but that time just couldn't come up with it and might have heard some footsteps around and maybe just picked his head up just a little too early.
Split backs in the backfield on this 2nd and 10. One wide receiver at the top of the screen for TD Drew, who drops back. Going to pass it to the outside to number 40. That is the backup tight end, Elbert Russell. And now it'll be 3rd and 8, an important 3rd down for the Fury defense.
That time TD Drew had to go to the only person that was really open. Looked like the pocket was kind of collapsing a little bit, and he had to just get rid of it. And that time was a positive gain, so they'll take that, but definitely need a 1st down here.
Blitz formation to the left of Drew. One wide receiver at the top of the screen. It looks like that is Simons. They're going to throw it to the middle, and it looks like that's Lyric Da Vinci, who makes the catch and extend this drive. And more importantly, helps burn this clock.
Tell you what, Lyric Da Vinci is quite a load over there. Just catching that ball, it looks just, you don't want to be in front of him when you're making a tackle because he looks like just a problem over there because he can lay the hurt on you.
He look a problem the size of a Gronkowski, in my opinion. But what carried by Swearingen, he got skinny. Looks like he could have had more than 3 yards, but thanks to Mango on that tackle, it's only going to be 2nd and 7.
It's been a really good job so far by the Fury secondary by making tackles whenever they get past that, first and second line of defense. They've done a great job so far today, limiting what they can by making tackles.
Offset I for TD Drew and the Predators. As Swearingen gets skinny, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets to the 26-yard line. And that run should put him over 100 yards rushing for today.
Absolutely. And got that, looks like 100 yards possibly. And now he did everything he could to spring that because he picked his blockers and then used his balance to really explode through the line and pick up that first down. And it's exactly what they needed to extend this drive.
Puts formation to the bottom of your screen. One wide receiver to the top as Drew is all by himself in the backfield. Shotgun formation. He gets the snap. Quick pass over the middle to Da Vinci. It's caught for a 7-yard gain. And this is a very, very good time-consuming drive that could result in points because now they're inside the red zone.
Absolutely. It's been an excellent drive for them to really keep their offense on the field, run down the clock as much as they can, and really it's been a successful drive so far.
Power I formation, one wide receiver on the top of your screen. Drew's going to swing it out to Swearingen. Put somebody in the spin cycle, but great job by Max Jackson making the tackle, preventing Swearingen from getting more yardage. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Absolutely. Great job limiting the damage done by Swearingen right there, and they did just enough to limit him to what is now a 3rd and 1 instead of a first down opportunity.
I formation. 2 wide receivers to the left of Drew. On this very important 3rd down for the Fury. They need to get off the field in the worst way. Swearingen bounces outside. Spin cycle successful. Cuts it back in, and it's now 1st and 10 on this drive that is now melting away. The clock at 5:55 left in this game.
And that time, that was what you call controlled chaos. Everything was just crashing down, and he did just enough to pick up that first down. It's exactly what they need, and now they're keep on going.
And this will be a pass over the middle, caught by Da Vinci, a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 5.
On this drive, Da Vinci has been the go-to receiver, really has been completed, just enough to get him down here, and it makes me wonder if they're going to lean on him in the red zone again and try to spring him for a touchdown.
This is about to be played number 15 in this drive for the Predators that could ice the game. As Swearingen goes outside, great tackle for loss. Max Jackson once again comes through for his team, making this a 3rd and 5. They just don't want the Fury doesn't want to give up no more than 3 points so they can keep themselves in this game.
Absolutely. And really they're doing all they can to limit and bend and not break again. And really it's just a matter of time before we see what the result of this drive is.
3rd and 5. Swearingen goes up the gut and gets stopped. A 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th down and 4 in the 4th quarter with 4:26 left in the game.
And 4-4-4, and now Las Vegas, has done what they needed to do to limit them to no touchdown and at least a field goal try. So they did their job.
Here we go. A huge field goal attempt to help extend this lead to 17-5. If Brad Bretchett can make this kick, good job by the special teams of the Predators, melting that clock away before they get this kick off, and it's good. It's now Charleston 17, Vegas 5. Yes, you heard right. 17-5 with 3:54 left in the game. and everyone, tomorrow on For the Fans, the battle for the Southern Division starts all over again, when Mexico City faces off against Lone Star at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, followed by Bryant Dynasty and the Swarm taking on Johnny Pickler in Pickler's London Knights debut. Bonus coverage includes San Diego versus Sioux Falls and St. Louis versus Tulsa. As Doug Britton takes the kick return to the 26-yard line, that last drive by Charleston was a 17-play, 59-yard drive, resulting in a field goal to give them the lead. It's now a 12-point deficit for the Fury.
You know, other than that 75-yard rushing touchdown by Keith Swearingen, my prediction of 7 plays to get scores has pretty much been on point.
Let's see what Green and the Fury can do. That's a great start, and they're going to go on hurry up. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line as Green drops back. We'll fire it towards the end zone. Towards the sideline. Pass is caught by John Blades. It'll be 1st and 10 at midfield.
And that right there was a perfect play for them in this situation because they get the first down and they get out of bounds to stop the clock. So it's exactly what they needed. And now Las Vegas is going to continue to drive down this field.
John Blades, 6 receptions so far in this game. 1st and 10 at midfield for Joseph Green, the Fury. Quick drop and he gets sacked. Huge sack by Dick Baker, making it a 2nd and 14 after that 4-yard loss. Green will drop back to pass this time. Will fire it towards the sideline. Toe drag swag was successful, and he got out of bounds. Pass is caught by Blade. Guess who? Mason Kirby finally gets into the action with that catch.
Hey, finally involved, and that's where they needed him, and he came through. And really, Joseph Green hasn't had much time to throw today because Charleston's defensive line has just been playing phenomenal.
3rd and 8 at the 48 of Charleston. Vegas needs to get a touchdown the worst way, and they'll have a decision to make after that play. It'll be 4th and 4 as Kirby makes the catch again.
Yep, and they're going to him right now, and it looks like they've been targeting him on Johnny Bravo's side of the field, so that's quite a mix up from what we've seen so far in this ball game because really Johnny Bravo has just shut down his side of the field so far.
Yeah, Mason Kirby's 6'5". Bravo is only 6'3". I will like that matchup if I was the Fury. We'll see what they do here on this 4th and 4. A very important 4th down. Can they extend this drive? Yes, they will. Great clutch catch before he gets destroyed. Catch is made by Blades. 1st and 10 at Charleston's 29-yard line. They're still in the hurry-up offense with split backs in the backfield. Green will fire it towards the sideline, and they got an interception. And a chance to take it to the 23-yard line. Minner with the clutch INT that may have iced the game.
Minner had 5 interceptions last season, and now he gets one in this ball game, and that may have just iced this ball game. But we'll see what Charleston can do on offense and see if Las Vegas, with 3 timeouts on the board, see what they can do to try to shut down the offense. But now we have an interesting little situation going on.
We'll see if the Fury, who has all 3 of their timeouts, can force a turnover and give their offense great field position. They need it in the worst way, trailing by 12 with 2:54 left. And that's not a good start because Swearingen goes up the gut for 4 yards. And more importantly, that clock continues to melt away with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game.
Absolutely. Las Vegas is slowly running out of time to be able to do anything. And they, have to string together quite the defensive stand to be able to limit Charleston to no first down because they need every second they can get.
Here we go, power I formation. It looks like we're about to see another Keith Swearingen carry. Great job by TD Drew letting this clock melt away before he snaps the ball. Swearingen goes outside. He has room to roam. He's trying to get to the sidelines. Great, huge play that may have indeed iced the game. Trelly with the tackle, but we have reached the 2-minute warning. But great job by the O-line and the fullback leading the way, allowing Swearingen to make another huge damaging run as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Could that be the icing on the cake? We'll find out. The Predators are up by 12. You're watching the Simulation Football League on For the Fans Twitch channel. And everyone, week 2 continues next Saturday on Next Level Sports. Coverage starts at 2:30 Eastern with Louisiana taking on Charleston, followed by the Battle of Florida between the Storm and the Jacksonville Kings. Bonus coverage includes Queen City versus London and Vancouver versus Lone Star. Las Vegas takes their first timeout after that carry. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 1 minute, 57 seconds left.
And you know Las Vegas has, if they want any chance to win this ball game, they have to stop Charleston. They cannot give up a first down, otherwise it is over.
They need a turnover badly. Can they force one? They did earlier in the game. Woo, what a hit! They forced Swearingen to lead prematurely, and then Eric Davis was able to clean him up. It'll be 3rd and 7, but the Fury only has one timeout left.
Absolutely. It's make or break. 3rd and 7. They have to get a stop here to force Charleston to punt it away, but this is as big of a play as they have had all ball game.
Huge 3rd down. The Predators convert. That is the ball game. Can the Fury defense step up and make a huge play? They do. They'll burn their last timeout. Now the offense gotta get in a hero mode after this special teams punt coming up.
Absolutely. Got to be in hero mode and absolutely have to just be as fast and efficient as possible. Get out of bounds on every play they can for any chance to pull away with a win.
If the score holds up, this will be the Predators' first win in this series history. Somebody in the Predators special teams got decleated. And that punt definitely favors the Fury. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 1:42 left in this game. I want to thank our stats guys helping us out today, Justin Reside, Stephen Hacker, and Jacob Clear. Thank you so much for all your hard work in today's game, and thank you for all your hard work in this whole season coming up. We'll see what the Fury can do here. That's a good start, 9-yard game, but clock is ticking. The Predators gonna let them get the short passes all day for the rest of this game. There's a deep bomb, and it's almost picked off. Pass is deflected by Josh Reese. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And that time he just couldn't quite get enough mustard on it to put it past the defender, but you know, an incomplete pass stops the clock and they get another chance to try to move down the field, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
But if they don't get this first down, actually, they forget about the first down. They need a huge splash play in the worst way. 3rd and 1. Minute 26 left in this game. Trips formation to the left of Joseph Green, and the Predators are ready for him. This will be a quick pass, and great job by Blades, not only making the catch, but going out of bounds as well. Be 1st and 10 at the 35.
Absolutely, that's what they needed. They needed the first down. They needed to get out of bounds, and they did it on that play. So that's a perfect play for them. Could have been better, obviously, but hey, they'll take it.
2 wide receivers to the right of Green, 1 to the top of the screen. That's Blades. Split back formation. 1st and 10 at the 35. Green will fire over the middle. That is caught for a first down. Problem is, he was tackled in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. But great job by the Fury deep offense getting back to the line of scrimmage right away. Swing pass to Johnson. He needs to go out of bounds. He does not. That's going to hurt him. 2-yard gain, but the clock continues to run with 1 minute left in this game. 2nd and 8. 55 seconds and counting for the Fury. Pass over the middle. It's caught for first down. It's 1st and 10 at the 30. You figure they will probably want to spike it, but we'll see what they do. 45 seconds left. They will spike it with 44 seconds left. One of their best drives so far. They need to come away for a touchdown the worst way.
Absolutely, they do, and this is a good start. I mean, they've marched down the field. Unfortunately, they don't have the clock on their side, and even if they get a touchdown, they have to get the onside kick to be able to do any more damage. So it's really these next few plays are going to be huge to this ball game.
Push formation to the left of Green. They're going to fire to the opposite side to Kirby. Kirby needs to go out of bounds. He does not. And it'll be 3rd and 2. 35 seconds and counting left in this game. Hurry up, Kirby. Shotgun snap by Green. Quick out. Caught for a first down. And then Blaze go out of bounds with 26 seconds left. They need a score on this coming up play. Otherwise, it may be off or not.
Absolutely. They are slowly running out of time. Only 26 seconds to work with. And that is with them having to do the onside kick and then another drive to try to get that next score. So it's big possessions right here.
Here we go. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. As Green is making adjustments at the line, he gets the high snap, fires it to the end zone, and Johnny Bravo once again with a pass deflection.
What is that?
Oh.
His 42nd pass deflection this game? I mean, he's just been all over the field, just knocking everything down nearly that has come his way.
He might be able to break his own last season record for pass deflections in this game alone.
Absolutely.
He's currently at 7. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Same formation for the Fury. Play action pass. Pass to the middle, and it's picked off, and that's the ball game. Zach Lay with the interception just iced the game and gave the Predators their first win of the season and the first win of this series matchup.
Absolutely. Maybe start to trend for them that, maybe start to run against Las Vegas perhaps, or, you never know in this crazy league that we are with. And, Charleston had a great game, and that was just a phenomenal win for them.
And we're about to see the best formation in all of football, no matter what level you're in. The victory formation. Vegas will have nothing to stop this clock. The Predators will improve to 1-0, getting their first win on the road against the Fury. And it is a 17-5 low-scoring affair. Victory goes to the Predators. And we can say this has been a Keith Swearingen-dominated game. But look at the stats there. The turnover is even. It's just that the Predators was able to get points thanks to Swearingen.
Absolutely, and also look at that time of possession. They just milked about 5 more minutes off the clock than the Fury did, and that, I believe, might have played a large part in this victory. But it was a very close matchup, and really Swearingen had a ball game. But really, to me, Las Vegas just could not get anything done through the air, because whenever they targeted Johnny Bravo's side of the field, it seemed like he'd knocked the ball down every single time with, what'd we say, 7 pass deflections this game?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, it was just a phenomenal day by both defenses, really. And we got to see a safety. We got to see a block punt. There was just a phenomenal day that, unfortunately, one team had to lose. But it was a good day. Both teams can take some positives from this game and see some things that they want to correct. But, hey, you can't really knock yourself for that first game when you have a little jitters.
Yeah, Keith Swearingen had a rough start to the game. Coughed it up at the first drive for the Predators, but was able to bounce back and run for over 100 yards rushing, get 2 touchdowns. This carry right here effectively iced the game, and I think Wade may have earned him the Player of the Game nomination, Player of the Game award. What you think?
I'm with you, because he really dominated the ball game on the ground. There were a few drives in the middle of the game where he kind of got shut down a little bit, but then really to pull away and ice the game, he was to my Player of the Game as well.
And so does 2K Sports agree with you, sir. 30 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, in the win with also 16 yards receiving. So, for Justin Reeside, Stephen Hacker, and Jacob Clear on stats, Cameron Irvine and Eric Bitson back at SFL headquarters, and with my broadcast partner Wade Phillips, this is T-Word Games signing off. We'll see you tomorrow to continue Week 1 action.
Good night, everybody.